Aloha and welcome. Yesterday I got a really nice surprise. I got a box of my book, The Toltec Way. They've just, St. Martin's Press just re-released it as part of their Essential Wisdom series. And there's something about holding a copy, a physical copy of one of my books that I still find exciting. And I was thinking, always a dangerous thing, but I was thinking about, I did a book signing tour when it came out the first time. And I was in this beautiful little bookstore. I wound up buying a really pretty little Buddha statue. And I was talking about connecting with your spirit and kind of getting the wisdom or the information of, what do I do next? And I shared that I've always wished that when I got up in the morning, there would be a little note from the universe on my nightstand saying, okay, Susan, today this is your next indicated step. I've never gotten a letter, and I was staying at the woman's house that owned the bookstore, and she was tempted to write a letter and leave it next to my bed, but she didn't. And imagine getting a love letter every day from your spirit. You know, just a reminder of how wonderful and magical you are. You can actually do that. You know, I shared before, somebody spoke at church a while ago and she told a corny joke about Forrest Gump and how he showed up in heaven and he had to answer 3 questions before he could get in. And one of them was, what's God's name? And he said, oh, that's easy, Andy. And the angel looked at him and he's like, Andy? He said, yeah, you know. And he walks with me and he talks to me. And so ever since then, I've been writing letters to Andy and letting Andy write back. And it sounds kind of hokey, but it's just wonderful. And some of the information I get back is just awesome. You know, so love letters, you know, writing love letters to yourself. When I lived in San Diego, I used to love going to the card store, and I would get a whole bunch of really nice cards, and I'd write wonderful messages in them, and then I would address them to myself and put a stamp on them, and I'd leave them on the dashboard of my car. And when I'd be paying, back in the day when we paid bills by mail, and when I had to go to the post office for some reason, I'd grab one and throw it in the box. By the time it arrived at my house, I would have totally forgotten about it, and I'd open it. It was like, what a nice surprise. A love letter from myself to myself. You know, so writing love letters to yourself from your spirit, you know, just writing love letters. You know, the mirror is just a wonderful, wonderful tool. We have a tendency, or at least I used to have the tendency, is I'd look in the mirror and I'd think, oh my God, you look awful. You're too fat, you're too thin, you're too this. Oh, look, a new wrinkle. Oh, gray hair. And now I look in the mirror and I look directly into my eye. I suggest your left eyeball just so that you don't think, which eye? And my theory being the left eyeball is connected to your right brain, which is kind of a great place to connect. But anyway, looking directly into your eye and just saying, I love you. I love you just the way you are. And having a conversation about how awesome you are and how lovable and how wonderful. And if your mind has any, I call them yeah buts. Yeah, but you're really not that wonderful. You can just tell it to be quiet and repeat again. You know, you're wonderful. You're perfect. You're awesome. And you are. So maybe this week, focus on the fact that you're wonderful, that you're perfect, that you are the creator in your life, and you're going to create from a place of love. You're going to let all sorts of wonderful, loving things into your life. And, you know, throw fearful, non-loving things into the trash. Sounds like a good idea to me. So I hope love, 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 love. You know. You are love. I always tell people, you know, the only thing that's real is love. You are love, you are loved, and you absolutely are lovable. And you swim in a sea of love, so let the love in. Until next time, aloha.